Ooh-wee! This stuff is tasty. Look at how thick it is. It's like just fully. Yeah. There's no words. You can see what I'm talking about here. No smell-o-vision for you. Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, we are preparing tomorrow's meal. And what is tomorrow's meal? Tomorrow's meal is BIRRIA Queso Tacos with Consome. Okay, whoa, what the fuck is that? Well, first you gotta start with chilies. I got lots of chilies here, okay? I have literally watched, go onto YouTube and search, yeah, you're on YouTube. Go search BIRRIA Queso Tacos with Consome and all the top videos. I've watched them all. Every single one of them, okay? Some of them more than once. And before I watched them all, God, like a year or so ago, there was I think a video, I don't know, I watch a lot of food videos, and it was something about a taco truck, and they had these dipping tacos, right? And that's what these BIRRIA Queso tacos with the Consome dipping sauce are. So I've been hip to this for a while, right? And it's like, I live in the middle of nowhere, Oregon, and I go to Prineville, Oregon, I go to Bend, Oregon, and I eat tacos in these places, and I have some very lovely tacos, delicious tacos, but no BIRRIA Queso tacos with Consome dipping sauce. They don't have them. I have to make my own, okay? So, this is what we are doing. This is the night before I make them. This is what kind of commitment it takes to make these tacos. These are not just tacos, these are tacos. So, this is only part of it, really, honestly. But these are the peppers, and I'm not using I'm using all of them, but not all of them. So I haven't really decided about the amounts, because I don't really have a scale. For instance, this is 2.5 ounces right here, and there's like, I don't even know how many chilies are in there, but there's quite a few chilies. And this is 2 ounces, but there's only 4. What I'm smelling right now is just pure heaven. These are just delicious smelling. Chipotle, oh, just smoky, delicious. Chili California, just delicious. I need to be more specific, but it just smells good. Fruity. These are the hot ones, okay? Alright, so I have them all pulled out here. Now, I've watched all these videos, and basically I've come to my own recipe, right? Got my peppers divvied up. So, chili arbol. These are chili arbol. I don't think these are not spicy. These might be sweet. I think they kind of have a little bit of a sweet flavor. So, I took the biggest one and the little one, so like half. It's like 1 ounce, right? And I still have yet to clean these, right? And then I've got 1 chipotle, which I'm kind of, I don't know if I should treat a chipotle the same as every other pepper. I'm still because I actually added this because I love smoked stuff. Okay, so these are chili California, and these have a little heat. I think these, yeah, these have a little heat, but they've got some fruity notes in them, right? So then we come over here, and I think these are chili New Mexico. Yeah, New Mexico. These are New Mexico chilies, right? And again, I just kind of went through the bag and picked out, you know, the amount that I thought would be good for this, right? And these are not spicy, I don't think. These are kind of fruity, really. Fruity like those. Fruity. These smell sweet. This is smoky. That's a smoked jalapeno, basically. And then we have, and chill. These are the spicy ones, and chill. So, and I got a grip of them. And so, now I need to prepare them. And in case you're wondering, I'm enjoying a Schilling, the brewer. Excelsior is the type, and this is an Imperial Apple, 8.5%. So I mixed that with, this time, an Incline Passion Guava, okay? And I mix them, put them in, a little bit of hot sauce in there, delicious. Okay, here we go. There's a few different ways that people deal with their peppers from this point on. Some people, that's good. They're good to go right there. They just go roll with that right there. Some people, they soak this, they rinse it. Rinse it, and then they're good to go. Some people, they soak it, rinse, soak, blanch in hot water, then they're ready to go. Some people just go straight to blanching and they're good to go. All right? What I've decided to do is just go straight to blanching, okay? Like, I'm not going to rinse them, I'm not going to wash them, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to blanch them. At that point, there's a few different things people do. Some people use the blanching water to, and blanching might not be the right term, rehydrating the peppers. Some people use that water then to blend with. Some people taste it first to taste how it tastes before they use it. And then if it tastes good, which basically if it does not taste bitter, then they use it. Some people just use it regardless of its taste. So, what I've decided to do is blanch it. And so I'm not going to rinse it. I'm not going to bother rinsing all this. I'm just going to go straight to basically the rehydrating process. And I'm going to discard the rehydrated water. That's what I've decided to do. Other people may decide to do, obviously, the recipes that I've developed this recipe off of, I've decided to do it in a different way, mostly. I've decided to do it that way because of a few different things. Like, so, rinsing and then rehydrating, like, I'm just taking care of that in one step, right? So then I just discard all that water. If I lose some flavor, like, that's a lot. That's a lot of flavor. I don't think I'm going to be losing much flavor from just rehydrating these and then the rehydrating water having a little bit of the flavors go into it. Okay? So that's it. And then I want to develop more depth of flavor by using beef stock to rehydrate these for the processing rather than their own soaking liquid. Okay, we're working on the BIRRIA Queso Tacos with Consome. So what I'm doing first, because I'm only using one vessel and one pan, so the pan I'll do the burritos themselves in, but all the cooking of everything happens here. So there's a few different things, and the very first thing I need to do is rehydrate those peppers. So that's what I'm filtering water for right now. I got the Lodge. This meets all the tick marks of America's Test Kitchen's best Dutch ovens. It doesn't score the best because it's so heavy. Like, this thing literally is just a beast, right? That's fine for me. America's Test Kitchen, they're freaking awesome, but they're not 6'4" and lift heavy stuff all the time. So this one might have had a durability issue with like cracking around the edges of the enamel. I don't remember, but everybody loves their Lodge. I love Lodge. I had a Lodge that I lost in the fire. I had like 4 or 5 Lodges I lost in the fire, I think. And because the fire got so hot, it warped them. I found them. I was going to restore them, but they were literally warped. So they went to the scrapyard. All right, I've got my water boiling. So I'm just going to shut that off. I got my peppers from last night. And for the record, the only thing I had to wipe my hands off after processing the peppers was wet wipes, and they didn't work. So I've got not enough hands. All right, about 20 minutes, and those will be ready to come out. Looks like it's about ready to fall off the table. While I'm waiting for the peppers to rehydrate, I'm preparing everything else that I need, which for the to do the birria. So I need onion, garlic, and bay leaf, I think is, yes, salt, pepper. All right, I got my chuck roast here. I got everything that's going in the consomme seasoning. Got my peppers. They're gonna be there for a while. All right, I'm just putting a little color on the meat, and as soon as the other side's done, I'm gonna pull it out and then put the onions in there and deglaze the pan. The hardest part of this right now is keeping that flame as low as I possibly can keep it, and keeping this filled up. That's not a big deal, keeping the water in there, but keeping that flame low is super hard, and I'm lucking out because it's not windy. If it was windy, that low flame would not work. Okay, so it's been reducing all day. There's clarification processes that people like to put this through. I don't really have the ability to do that, so I'm not going to be doing any sort of straining or filtering at all. Just one pot here, and so this is what it looks like now. And in my opinion, the pepper sauce should go in like pretty late. Like I don't want to cook that pepper sauce much, right? I just want to blend the flavors a little bit, warm it up. But really, if I cook it hard, like this has been cooking hard all day, I don't think the flavors will be as good, right? So you add it I'm gonna add it pretty much last, and then with the shredded beef. So I'll add it and the shredded beef at the same time. So I had an idea when I was just stirring this here to actually grab everything out of here that strains out. So like all the onions and garlic, and put that in my blender and incorporate that into the pepper sauce. Pepper paste. Pepper sauce, yeah. So this is the way I'm getting around straining. So I'm reducing the liquid. I'm trying to reduce this liquid like hardcore right now. I'm trying to take it down to like a third of what it is. And then once it's down low enough, which probably I probably put too much water in it, because I did add water to cover the meat. Then I think it was floating, so I kind of like put too much in there, but no big deal. So I'm just gonna reduce this down, and which is gonna, just make these flavors like really intensify. And I'm just gonna scoop all this stuff, and then bam, then my pepper sauce will have this, and it's gonna have beef stock already in it. That's what the moisture is that I'm going to liquefy it with. All that and bonus meat. Oh, look at the red chili oil just dripping out of that is just liquid gold there. Okay, there we are. T- to blending. Smells amazing. Tastes amazing. I've got this reduced down to where I want it. It's almost like a demi-glaze. It's beautiful. And yeah, almost completely free of stuff. Just using this slotted spoon to take everything out and put it in the blender. So I've turned the heat down. Now this reduced from about here. So, and that's beef stock and water. Woo-wee! This stuff is tasty. Look at how thick it is. It's like just fully. Yeah. There's no words. You can see what I'm talking about here. No smell-o-vision for you, but the whole time I was out here reducing this, I was deglazing the sides of the pot, whatever it is. 'Cause that's where the good stuff happens. The Maillard reaction happens up on the side of the pan. So you want that back down in your dish, right? That's how it works. All right. Queso Oaxaca. Just straight up corn. I'm gonna shred that stuff. I am running out of light. This is a lot of work. But I've got, oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see for me to consider it done, is just brought to a boil and getting that nice little oil separation at the top. Okay, now I'm ready to do the tacos themselves. All right, here's the final shot before I eat them. I'll spare you the eating shots, and then I'll tell you what I think. No exaggeration, best tacos I've ever had in my life. Nothing even comes close to how delicious these are. And if you like crispy, BIRRIA Queso Tacos in Consome dipping Consome are insanely good. If I can make these things out in the middle of nowhere with a burner, one burner and a pot and a pan, then if you have a pot and a pan, you can make them too. And I would suggest you do, because the flavors, the chilies, the basically like the au jus or whatever, that demi glaze or the reduction of stock, it all works. It just all tastes amazing. This depth of flavor is, the peppers, like, I thought, by tasting the sauce directly, I thought I had maybe done a little bit too much, right? I like spicy stuff, right? But I don't like to just be, well, sometimes I do, but on something like this, I want to taste it. I don't want to just be snot pouring out of my forehead, right? So I thought I might have gone a little too far, but when it's all blended in with the meat and all that, and the other the rendering or whatever that was, the demi glaze or whatever, it's probably not a demi glaze, but it just all perfectly hit. So balanced, so and just like the beef. So I'm not a big soup person. Like, I don't ever really mess with soups at all, right? But I love tacos. Now, I finished that entire cup of consomme just right to the neck. The chunks in the bottom from the dipping that had broken off. I'm telling you, it's amazing. The trick is your skills with the tortillas. 100% corn tortillas and tongs, right? So I totally killed one tortilla. One of those tacos I had kind of had a major failure in the process, but I didn't feel like having a total throw it away. Like, I threw one away in the process. But the one that, it broke really bad, it still turned out perfectly, because the cheese just like oozes out and then caramelizes the hole shut. I mean, what else do you want? And then a few of the meat bits kind of get a crispy caramelization. It's like meat candy. Just like, I ate way, like, my belly's all poked out. I ate so much. It was so good. And I have a huge pot of this stuff, so it's like, this is what I'm eating for the next few days. So anyway, if you like the video, hit a thumbs up. If you really like the video, subscribe, and have a taco day.